Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Snowrunner. We're going to be jumping into Michigan and doing what we can. See if we can finish this up today. So I have a game plan in place to get this done. So first thing we're going to do... What do I have in the fuel tank? I've got room for that. Okay. We're going to start with the Scout 800. That is what we're going to start with. But before we embark on our adventure, I am going to top the fuel tank off. Okay, so we are going to start off with Lost Trailer, which is over here. So we're going to make our way down this road. Kind of a crappy road, but actually, you know what? We're going to go up this way. I got to go down here and get this mission pickup. So that we can actually start tracking this mission. I don't know why I put my waypoint over here, but drive to it real quick. Alright, so this is going to be where we'll be able to pick up this mission. Well, I haven't grabbed that yet. So we're going to start this. And we're going to go get this trailer. Which is down over here. Trying to remember the route here. I'm pretty sure there's a path down in the woods that we can use to just go right to the trailer. I'm gonna go check it out. There we go. Alright, so now we just need to get this thing out of here. I'm going to grab it with the winch, because if we just drive down there, look at that soft mud there. That is just awful to drive in. So we're going to pull this thing out of here. Just get it out of this mud. There we go, we got the trees. We're good now. How much fuel is in this? We got 900 liters. Okay, so what I'm going to do before we actually complete this, I am going to take this trailer back to the road over to where we have our fuel tanker here, and I'm going to move the fuel from the tanker, or from the fuel trailer into the tanker, just to maximize the fuel usage out of it. All right, let's move this fuel over. We got the scout fuel carrier into the fuel tank. That's going to move a bunch of fuel over. And then I'm going to go ahead and park this trailer right here. And we're going to go move on to another mission for now. We're going to go do the Michigan Trial. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and grab this upgrade while we head down here. So we're going to be heading down this path here. Or not this path. This way. Right? No, this is the right path. This is where I was trying. Yeah, right down here. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to go grab this upgrade. And then go hit these flag points from here. Should be able to go this way, grab the point, and back. Down this way, grab the point, and back. Go out this way. Here, grab the point, and back. Actually, while we're here, I think... Remember the path up to this one. Pretty sure it's just straight across here. We'll figure it out. But that is what we're going to do, and then once we're done with that, we're going to make our way back. So... let's go. Caught on the branches there. I actually forgot about this crossing over here. Let me move you over there. There we go. Holy lag. Alrighty. Oh, no, no! Crap. Oh, that is worst case scenario right now. That is worst case scenario. I don't really know how else to put that. Yeah. All right, new plan. New plan. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the White Western Star, and we're going to just bring this thing back through Drummond Island here. I'm going to stop, refuel here, and we're going to go ahead and make our way into Island Lake. So once we get into Island Lake, I'm going to grab, I've got a fuel trailer here. So I'm going to bring this fuel trailer with me, and we're going to go ahead and cross Island Lake back into Smithville Dam. And I'm going to bring that fuel trailer over here, and we're going to work on lost bags here. So we got to get, there's a cement there, cement here, and where's the other one? Oh, there's one here, and one right over there. So we're going to try to get these bags of cement. And then once we get that, we got to get the oil barrels. There's like one here, one there, one here, and there's a fourth one somewhere. Oh, right there. So we got to go get those oil barrels and stuff, so. Oh yeah, these. There's a reason I saved some of these for last. This is probably some of the most challenging stuff we got left here. And on top of that, we got to get logs done, and I got to fix my scout, so... The scout flipping there, definitely not what I would call a minor setback. That is a major setback. That is like worst case scenario. I really need to get the autonomous winches on the scout, but that's something we'll have when we get to Alaska. I was going by the garage. I had a chance. I did not take that opportunity. And it didn't work out, so here we go. Oh yeah, we'll get it taken care of. It's just an unfortunate flip with the scout, but nothing that can't be fixed. I didn't flip it in a terrible spot. So we'll go get it. And while we go do that, we'll get some stuff set up for the next couple of missions here. And everything's going to work out just fine. I tell you, with hard mode, getting started is a problem, and then getting into the swing of things is really fun. You kind of get a rhythm. You got trucks all over, but then the last little bit of just like map cleanup is like this is like awful. There's just like a few things kind of scattered around, and but we're so close to being done with Michigan. I am absolutely ready to move on to Alaska. And actually, little teaser moving forward with this hard mode playthrough that I'm working on. I am going to try a region-specific playthrough. What this means is the North American maps, I will be using North American trucks only. And when I get into the Eurasian maps, the European Asian maps, we're going to be using European and Russian vehicles. So it's going to be a fun time, fun challenge. So we'll see how that plays out. So I'm gonna have like 2 different fleets that I'm gonna be working with. I'm looking forward to getting through there, but we gotta get through Michigan first. Like Michigan, Alaska, and Tamir are the 3 most crucial maps, and the reason I say that is because not only are they the base game maps, but those are the maps that have the majority of your truck upgrades to have trucks that are capable of doing some of the more difficult maps. So we gotta get through these maps. We gotta get these maps done, and go from there. There we go. I personally wouldn't be able to do a completion run of any Snowrunner map, let alone a hard mode. It's going to be an interesting challenge. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, because like, I've wanted to do a regional playthrough, but I haven't been able to like get myself to do it, because like I've got trucks that I love in both regions. Like this White Western Star, I love this thing. I love the Azov 6. There's so many trucks that I'm just like, oh man, these are great. And so like, I'm kind of like looking forward to the challenge of like, I'm already doing like a fresh playthrough with this hard mode challenge, and I'm like, well, what if we kind of up the ante a little bit and just make it even more challenging? So we'll see how it works out. I might be a brilliant mastermind, or I might just be a complete idiot in the woods, but we'll find out. Um, so on hard mode, there is no value in cleaning up the trailers. So you actually don't get money for selling back the trailers. In normal mode, yeah, there's definitely a lot of money to be made by getting rid of the trailers. But on hard mode, you buy trailers, you don't sell them. So I'm not too worried about that. What I will be doing, and I'll be doing this off stream when we finish, is I'm actually going to be going around the map and rounding up fuel trailers. Because fuel trailers are useful when the map is done. Because what I'm going to do is station all my fuel trailers at the Smithville garage. And what I'll actually be able to do is transfer a fuel tanker truck from whatever map I'm working on back to Michigan to refuel with the Michigan fuel. Because the transfer cost of moving a truck back and forth between the maps is actually cheaper than just buying the fuel to refuel the trailer. So I should be able to stretch the Michigan fuel a little bit more by moving the fuel trailers over to Smithville and just moving the fuel between maps. Because there's a ton of free fuel in Michigan. So all I'm doing then is paying the transfer cost, and the transfer cost is cheaper than driving a fuel tanker to a gas station in the different maps and refueling it from there. So I'm definitely going to try my best to stretch this Michigan fuel as long as I can with this playthrough. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that'll be an off-stream thing I do as we get ready for our adventures into Alaska once we've finally finished up all the missions in Michigan here. Ah, I hate those things. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't saying anything. I wish I could control those better. They seem to be getting worse. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get Michigan today, but I don't know how long the um, the logging is gonna take. That might just take too long to get that done today, but we'll see. I gotta do this other stuff before we even think about doing the logging, and I don't know how long this is gonna take, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, smooth or awful. There is no in between. It's either gonna go great or we're gonna be picking up logs off the ground, which I don't even have a log crane yet. So I've kind of just been so with hard mode you have to pay to auto load. So in general I try not to auto load, but logs, I have no problem auto loading logs. The log crane is just terrible to use unless you absolutely have to. So we'll probably just stick to auto loading logs. Kind of go from there. But here's my fuel trailer. I'll bring this guy with me. Why am I getting stuck? Hello? Truck? There we go. So we just got to get this thing across Island Lake here. It's not too bad of a drive. Oh, okay. Curious to see what you got. Oh, ranch. Bounce my truck, why don't you? Alright, this is the hard part here. I gotta get over these bridges. With this extra long trailer train. You need 3 loads left. Maybe load 9 of them. 3 logs packed up. Put the load. 6 logs. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know that one. Oh yeah, I know that that little trick quite well. I've tried it a few times. I really like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a masochist or something, but I prefer to haul the logs myself. But I am aware of that trick. I also know you can do it with a sideboard trailer like this, like I've got right here, the sideboard semi-trailer. You can load like as many logs as you need to onto the sideboard semi-trailer, drive them over there, then just load them onto a log truck, pack and unload as well. My screen went black? Are we good now? Never mind, it's back. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I know that strategy as well. I have done it a few times in my normal game, but um, I don't know. It feels like cheating. I know it's not, but it feels like it is sometimes. But one thing I really like doing is overloading cargo. That I will do. I prefer to actually haul the logs. There's just something satisfying about actually getting a log mission done. Yeah, it's definitely a gray area for sure. Alright, so alright. Alright, first things first, I need to go flip my scout over, so we're gonna go get the scout. I will say, there's definitely been, there's a couple of log missions that just aggravate the heck out of me. And those missions, I have no problem, like, doing the sideboard shuffle or extra logs for those. I'm obviously not going to do that for my hard mode playthrough, but there are definitely some missions that I have flipped log trailers over many times trying to do, and at that point it's just like, all right, I'm just going to be done with it. But I always try to give it a best effort when hauling the logs, but there are some of them that I'm just like, oh no. Like the Yukon logs, long logs to the sawmill in Yukon is probably like the worst one I have ever done. The cola ones are pretty bad too. Cola one kind of sucks, but it's not as bad as the Yukon ones. The Yukon log missions are terrible. Ah, yeah. Yukon is this one right here. Flooded foothills. So, I know the map isn't open right now because I haven't been here. But the one I'm talking about, you have to grab the logs up here. The long logs up at this log station up here. And then you got to bring it down this steep, icy hill. So you do need, like, chain tires to even get up here. Because it's super steep and icy. And then you got to bring it all the way down here. Through all this mud. And then all the way up north here. Past the garage. And then you have to go up a waterfall. Which is slippery. So you need, like, chain tires to get up there. To get the logs delivered to the sawmill. It is one of the worst log missions in the entire game. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, oh, oh. Help me, tree. Help me, tree. Help me. No. No, no. 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 Come on. Oh. Oh, we saved it. Thank you, tree. You are my favorite tree. I love you, tree. Oh, my God. That tree needs a gold medal. That is the heroic tree of Snowrunner. Alrighty, well. Am I even going the right way? Yeah, I am. Okay. This path is not designed for big trucks. But here we are. I guess we'll pick it up this way. That wasn't what I was trying to do. There we go. All right. Back to the initial plan. There's an upgrade down here I want to get. Try to remember where it's at. Oh, it's right up here. I am on PC. Yeah, I'm playing on Steam right now. Alright, let's get this upgrade. Perfect. Engageable for the GMC. Should be able to make my GMC a little bit more useful now. Alright, now I need Michigan Trial. I'm going to go get to these waypoints over here. So I am playing on Steam, but I am using an Xbox controller to play, so... Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised that my microphone picks that up, but... yeah, I'm playing on PC using an Xbox controller. Yeah, no worries. Alright, the first flag has been visited. So what's the next flag? Excuse me. Right up ahead here. We go around these trees here. Yo. Hold on. Alrighty, sounds good. There it is. Careful, careful, careful. Alright, welcome back. Welcome back. We gotta go one more point here. Trying to think the best way to get here. I think we go... What do you think? Should we go the fun way or the safe way? What do you think? Fun way or safe way? Go safe for today? Okay. Alright. We'll go the safe way. If you were wondering, the fun way was to just barrel down this mountain, so we'll go the safe way. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to go down this way, which is still kind of fun. And we're just going to kind of roll down the mountain here. Yeah, that is the problem. If it doesn't work out, my scout is kind of stuck here at that point. And I'm trying my best to play my hard mode without doing any recoveries. You know, recovering back to the garage and stuff. Obviously I can, but it costs money. I'd like to not spend money. They don't want to contribute to the massive mess. Oh, come on, but that's fun. Alright, so the Michigan trial is done. Alright, so I need to go back down this hill here. Alright, so with the upgrade on the island collected, the Michigan trial is done. The next thing we're going to work on is finish moving that fuel trailer we were moving earlier. Alright, so we're going to work on Lost Trailer next. So I've got the trailer's right here. So we're going to make our way back down here, back across, up here, and over to our trailer, and go ahead and deliver that. After we get that trailer delivered, I am going to make my way over to this Chevy. We're going to unlock this Chevy. And we're going to try to go get this upgrade down here using one of these paths. I'm not sure exactly which one yet. Probably the safe path. I think the safe path is probably the best way to go here. And then from there, we're going to jump back into the White Western Star and go do Lost Bags and Threatening Accident. That is the game plan. There's only a handful of missions left here in Michigan. And then it's on to the logs. The medium logs. The long logs are done already. It's just the mediums we got to do. You know, I said that earlier, and then I flipped the scout on the mountain here, so anything could happen, really. But yeah, I've got a plan in place. We're going to execute, and we're going to get this done. Yeah, here we go. Little salute to my White Western Star here, the MVP. And down we go. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hold on, truck. It's okay. By the way, how's the stream coming in for you guys? Is it pretty fluid or is it jittery at all? It's smooth? Okay, cool. The reason I asked, I've got my dashboard up on my second monitor here, and every time I kind of glance over that once in a while, and I'm just like seeing it kind of jittery, and I think it's just my something on my end. So. Besides that one time blackout for about 10 seconds. Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Hopefully it stays nice and smooth here. Did I miss my turn? I did miss my turn. All right, here we are, back on the road. Honk. I like to do a little honk salute when I pass my trucks. Let them know I'm thinking of them. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and refuel the Scout. I know. I like to make sure my fleet is taken care of. That even though they aren't being driven at the moment, they are still valuable tools to the mission. So I like to give them a little salute. That way they know they are appreciated. Because, like, my philosophy is, if I'm nice to the trucks, then they should be nice back to me, which means they're not going to flip over. But I know that's entirely on me and not the truck. So we'll just have to see what happens. You wanted to explode this. I can imagine you wanting to explode that step earlier. That is awful. Yeah, the step on expeditions is just, for some reason, not very good. I mean, it's not bad at what it does, but it struggles. I don't know what it is. Zooming down the road at the speed of sound. What's gonna happen? I don't know. There we go. All right, here we are. Top off the fuel one more time. And here we are. All right, the trailer has been delivered. That one is done. I'm stuck on a branch. Alright, so next up, what we're going to do is I'm going to drive down to this little house here and unlock the Chevy. And then we're going to go further down the path, loop around back here, and grab that upgrade. Actually, can I go down this way? No, not here. That's a bad idea. That's a cliff. A cliff of epic proportions. But I think... Alright, you know what? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Let's go. Let's take the sketchy way. Man, nothing terrible was gonna happen. Yeah. Yep, that That is a thing that happened. Okay, so alrighty. Yeah, that stinks. That just it was bouncing bad. That was my fault. Entirely my fault. Uh, but you know, we gotta have a little fun with it sometimes, huh? All right. So let's go reconnect with my semi-trailer. That's what it is about. Absolutely. That flip right there is only a minor setback. That's fine. I gotta go that way anyway with the White Western Star to get that cargo on the ground. So we're gonna go make our way over there, and when we go get that cargo, then we'll just grab the upgrade and flip the Scout over, and then go get that Chevy. You know, I missed out on my chance to barrel down a mountain earlier, so you know, I took a chance there. I'm like, you know what, we're gonna barrel down the mountain this time. It didn't work out, but yeah, it's all good. Oh yeah, it was a blast. Probably would have worked out better if I wasn't using the Scout 800, but I love that thing. I love the Scout 800 so much. I was so happy when they added the Scout 800 to Expeditions. I use that thing all the time. Alright, here we go. The Scout 800, you can just buy it from the shop in Expeditions. I think it's like 13,000 or something. But yeah, it was added as like a free update. And it's just in the truck store. You just go buy it. All right, so we are doing lost bags first. Oh yeah, not at all. And the Scout 800 it's really solid in Expeditions. It's really quick, and it has a lot of ground clearance, so it's really good at rock climbing. You got to be careful though. It does have some balance issues, but it's not as bad as it is in Snowrunner. There we go. And now it is nighttime, so this is going to be extra fun. You can, just not in hard mode. Hard mode, you're just kind of stuck with it. Alrighty, so I got my 4 bags of cement over here. And we need a plan. We need a plan to go get them. So we've got one here. One here. This is the worst one to get. This one is absolutely terrible. It's just washed out mud pit. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna go get that, but we're gonna try. And then we got one here, one in the woods. So I'm thinking we'll go grab this one first and then try to get this one. And once we get that one, we'll come back over here, grab these 2, and then go rescue the scout. No, we're not going to rescue the scout yet. Yeah, we're going to rescue the scout. Do you have a scout trailer? No, I don't have a scout trailer at the moment. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, here we are. This one might not be too bad. I think we'll be okay here. Oh, sweet, I can grab it. Let's go. Get over here. Yeah, we were able to grab that without going into that muddy island. That's perfect. So we're going to drop you there. Restore, unpack, pack. And then, yeah, we can just back up. That worked out perfectly. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. All right. Alright, so this is the drop-off location, but I still have 2 more bags of cement to get over on the other side of the island here, so we're just going to go get those, then turn all 4 in at the same time. We'll have to make our way across here. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. All right. All right, so here is bag of cement number 3. So the next one is up the hill here. There it is. Okay, so next up we gotta get, I need to go get that Chevy. I wish I could see a little better, because I need to back this trailer up and get it turned around. Kind of just backing this thing up into the abyss at the moment. I don't think there's enough room to do that. But this'll work. Yeah, I have spent a lot of time backing up Snowrunner trailers, so I have kind of got a feel for it with these trailers anyway. Oh no, no, oh, really? I parked the trailer. Why did you go and do that? I think I need to find a better spot to park this thing. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying more than anything at this point. Like, come on. Okay. We're gonna play that game, huh? Huh, Cement? You won't play this game. Okay. Alright. I still need to go get my scout. And we gotta get the Chevy. And I need that upgrade. And then I gotta pick up these oil barrels that are like right here. And this is the terrible spot right here. It's this part right here that's terrible. Getting over here is not too bad. So what my plan was is I am going to I was gonna park this trailer and then go up and get this upgrade, flip the scout over and grab this oil barrel and then come back to the trailer and bring it across. That was kind of my plan. But I am also realizing at this point that I only have half a tank of fuel, so probably doesn't help that I was leaving the engine running there, but alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go deliver these and finish this job up. That's what I'm going to go do. Oh, thank you. We'll just have to see how it goes. Alright, Lost Bags is done. So I need to make a decision here. So I think what I'm going to do is run back down here and grab my fuel trailer. Because I think if I just try to do all of this at once, I'm going to run out of fuel before I can get back up here. So I think the safe bet is to go down and grab this trailer and kind of bring this over here and make this like a secondary base camp. And then from there, I can go up, get the Chevy, upgrade Scout, and this oil barrel here for threatening accident. So we've got to pick up one here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and just kind of loosely carry it all the way back here and load it on the trailer. Because I hate this spot right here. This spot is just absolutely terrible. And then from there, we just go right up the coast. So we can grab this one here, this one over here, and then we can just go right along the shoreline here and grab this last one. And then it might be kind of tricky, but I should be able to just bring it right up here and deliver those. That should work. In theory. In theory, it should work. Oh no, because I gotta bring the oil barrels up here. Okay, so we can grab them. Yeah, we can grab them, bring them up here, because we can get them to the main road. Then we can get them delivered. That's fine. But I'm gonna need to get the fuel. So I am going to. We got the trailer dropped off here. I need my fuel trailer. Actually, before we embark any further on this, I'm going to step away for a couple-minute break. So I need to go get a drink of water. So I'm going to take a little bit of a stretch break here. I'll be back, and then we're going to put the plan into action. Just a heads up, while I take a break, I am... You recently ran an ad in this way. Okay, never mind then. I was going to try to just, like, manually run an ad break so they would stop popping up while you guys are watching this, but apparently it's not letting me do that. So, anyway, I'm going to step away for a little break. You're not going to miss a thing, and when I get back, we're going to go get the fuel trailer and get everything else. So, I'll be back in just a moment. All right, I am back. Let's get into it. Chilling with a kitty watching. That sounds like a great time. All right, so we're gonna go get our fuel trailer, and then I'm gonna go try to get this stuff done on this island here. So this isn't a bad idea here. I got a repair trailer. Let me fix some of the damage on this truck. There we go. Just gotta get through this really crappy mud pit. Then I gotta come back and do it the other way. All right, we're gonna move this fuel trailer over to where we're getting this work done. That way we don't have to really worry about fuel here. I should have just brought it with me the first time, but thought I did. Yeah, that's true. I wish I could though. That'd be nice. Little foresight into the future issues that I run into, but And see, the problem here is, after going through this so many times, this mud is all churned up, so it's going to be even more difficult to get through here. We're just going to kind of pull ourselves through here. There we go. Right, so I am going to park you here, and let's go ahead and refuel. And we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the other side and get the upgrade, the Chevy, and flip the Scout back over. As well as grab that set of oil barrels over there that I was talking about earlier. So. This is much easier in the daylight. I can actually see where I'm going. Alright, first up, we're going to go with this Chevy. I don't really have a use for it, but I gotta go rescue it so I can unlock it. There it is. And we'll put a little fender ding in it just because. Alright, so that is unlocked. I should be able to... Oh, this thing is completely broken. It is completely broken, but it works. So I will figure out what to do with that later. For now, beat her with a heater. So now we're going to make our way back down and go get the oil barrels, rescue the scout. Honestly, I'll probably just use the scout later and pull that Chevy back to the garage so we can get it fixed for the next adventure. Because I really don't have any use for scouts at the moment on Michigan, other than just to get this upgrade. But, you know, we've already flipped the scout, so we're just going to go get it with the big truck and kind of go from there. This road is not dangerous at all right now. Don't mind me. I am brainstorming on the fly right now. I'm just like, huh. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Engageable diff lock for the Chevy. Cool. I would like to get my scout recovered. I think I'm just playing with fire at the moment. Yeah, thank you. I like doing the little Spider-Man sometimes. Okay. Yeah, you gotta put them in the garage, and yeah, in hard mode it actually costs money to unretain a truck, so you gotta be very careful about that. I actually, the first time I tried hard mode, when I was just like kind of experimenting with it before I decided I was gonna do a playthrough, I accidentally went in and just like retained my trucks to the garage and then bricked the save because I couldn't afford to get my trucks out because I had no jobs done yet. It's like, oops. It was like the very first thing I did was just completely brick the save. So, yeah. That was definitely a learning experience. You can absolutely completely fail hard mode with a press of a button. Oh, absolutely. Let's see. It's not like that, though. Only costs money if you wanted to play it somewhere else. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it wouldn't let me pull my truck out of the garage because I didn't have money. Anyway, I'd started over after that, so it was just something I happened to me when I was first giving hard mode a gander, so it all worked out. We got it going now. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I don't know exactly what I did, but for some reason I had boxed my truck in, and it was like, yeah, you can't pull it out of the garage. And I think it was because I actually like fully retained the truck or something. I don't know, but either way, that was a lesson learned in the past when I first started hard mode. So we're moving on now. Yeah, no, it was a good learning experience. I'm like, oh, I'm out of money. That's game over. I got no trucks on the map. I got no jobs to do. But, you know, it all worked out. So I need to take this back to my trailer. so we can start getting the rest of these oil barrels. But yeah, welcome Lawson to the stream. Glad to have you. First time chat, thank you so much. Been looking for about an hour now. Well, thank you so much. Lurkers are appreciated just as much as chatters here, so appreciate you tuning in and watching, hanging out. Alright, so I got everything done on that little side island. All we have now is to collect these oil barrels. And then once I get these turned in, there's another oil barrel recovery mission that we have to do that unlocks after this one. After that, all that is left are the medium logs. Oh yeah, that's totally fair. I have been actively playing both. I bounce between Snowrunner and Expeditions very frequently. I enjoy them. I enjoy them a lot because I really like doing the off-roading, just exploration and stuff. And Expeditions scratches that itch. And then when I feel like moving heavy cargo and trying not to dump stuff in a swamp, then I come back to Snowrunner. So I really enjoy both of them. Speaking of Expeditions, if anyone is curious in checking out Expeditions, there should be a link to my YouTube channel on my Twitch profile. I have a ton of guides and resources for Expeditions over on my YouTube channel, as well as every previous Snowrunner hard mode stream in a playlist there as well, if you're interested in checking out some of the previous adventures of Snowrunner hard mode that I've done. But those are there. I actually have not tried Mudrunner. My entry into this franchise was with Snowrunner. When it showed up on Game Pass, I'm like, what is this? This looks interesting. And what is this? This looks interesting has turned into a hobby that I can't stop. So, you know, that's what it's at. One of these days I'll try Mudrunner, though. Alright, so we're just going to try and travel along this beach here. We got to get to these oil barrels. And I just got bogged down. Stuck on something. What am I stuck on? Or am I just drowned in the mud? Am I just like legitimately stuck on something right now? Oh, there we go. We're free now. I think. Yeah, there we go. I think it's these reeds. Let's get out of these reeds. There we go. Alright, let's make our way over here. See if we can just snag it from over here. That'd be great. Nope, it's out of range. Houston, we may have a problem. I know I can grab it from here. There we go, we got it. Alright, oil barrel number 2 has been rescued. Let's get off this beach. One more over here. Okay, now we need to figure out what to do here. I'm thinking we just go up top here. I think we're gonna do that. So here's my idea. I have a fleet star right here. Well, that's the Pacific, but I got a fleet star right here. So instead of trying to get this semi-trailer all the way over here and then try to bring it up this like windy path right here, I think what I'm gonna do is bring the semi-trailer up here and park it here, and then we're gonna go grab the fleet star, go down here, grab this last oil barrel, bring it over to the trailer, load it, and then deliver it. I think that is going to be the way to go. Because that last oil barrel is just in like a terrible, terrible spot. Yeah, good luck. We'll see what happens. The real kicker is, where is... I missed it. Gotta turn around. 'Cause it's right there. Alright, we got a sketchy, narrow path through the woods. And a trailer full of oil. Nothing bad is going to happen here. I believe it. Nothing bad is going to happen. This is going to work out perfectly fine. And it's not going to lead to an ecological disaster either. Because we're cleaning up an ecological disaster. Someone already put these oil barrels in the water, and we're cleaning them up. This is a very tight squeeze. Oh, my. I know there's a way through here. I just gotta figure it out. Interesting decision. I know. I'm gonna make this work, though. It is just moments from breaking free, and then we're gonna be good. Come on. I believe in this truck. Let's go. Oh, come on. Yes. Yes. No. Not quite. Okay. Hmm. This may not work. But I am not ready to give up just yet. Yeah, how much fuel left is the real question. All right. Let me see if I can wedge this crane in a rock here. No, that didn't do it. I have now pushed myself too far away from the tree I like to pull on. So, I don't even know where my winch to right now. Well, it's been a while since I've made a routing error like this. Yeah. Yeah, I am just... yeah, this was a mistake. Alright, so now I need to fix my mistake. And the problem is, we're on hard mode, so yeah. This is a great idea. Regretting life choices. Maybe a little bit. Okay. Oh, don't do that. That was terrible. Alright, so I have to come up with a solution here. And I'm pretty sure the only way out is up. So, we're going to go grab the P16. And I will get this truck up this hill. Like, there is no other option than getting this trailer up this hill. That is the only option. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna make this work if I don't flip my P16. Oh. What am I stuck on? Here's the thing. If I can't get this thing up, there's no way to get it back down. So the only option is to get it up this hill. And I have clearly made a terrible decision, so... You can always go down, but you can't go up. And honestly, it has been so long since I've actually, like, done this particular mission in Michigan that I'm just like, maybe I can go this way? I don't know. At least we've got the power. Power to get this done. I mean, that could be an option for sure. Don't quite have a long enough winch here. I just needed to break free from the rocks. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. This has been an absolute failure. Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah! I did it! I was just like, oh my god, this is a failure. And then it just breaks free. I was so close to I was ready to just throw in the towel there. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that worked. Oh my god. Anyway, I need to borrow some fuel. So, thank you. Okay, but now I have another problem. I'm wedged into my P16 right now, so let me get this guy out of here. Yeah, go get fuel now, right? Alright, I am just going to park this guy right over here. And shut her down. You're always jinxing it, yeah. And I jinxed myself going up the mountain in the first place. Because I'm like, you know what? Nothing terrible is going to happen. I get stuck on a rock for 30 minutes. Or however long that was. I don't even know how long that was. But yeah, I got stuck on the rock there. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think I was getting ready to just throw in the towel and then come up with a plan B. And then just by some miracle of physics, it broke free from the rock. And we're good to go. So doesn't matter. It was entertaining. I wasn't sure if it was because I'm sitting there just pulling on a winch and I'm just like, oh man, I'm just totally stuck. Nothing's happening right now. Oh man, we did it. we got it free. All right, so I am going to take this. I got to get back to my fuel truck. So we're going to go to the fuel truck, refuel, and then be back in a bit. Congrats, dude. Thank you, Heebs. Appreciate it. So we're going to take this semi-trailer back to the fuel truck, refuel, and then I'm going to grab the Fleet Star and go get that final oil barrel so we could throw this on the truck and get it delivered. So that is the plan. Alright, let's refuel. And then I'm going to pull this off to the side here. Alright, let's grab the Fleet Star. Where's this path? Oh, it's right here. Alright, we're just going to take it nice and easy getting down here. Grab our last oil barrel. Get that loaded up. Nice and easy. We're going to get down here. Alright, let's grab this last oil barrel here. Alright, we're going to make our way up the hill with our fourth and final oil barrel. Oh, jeez. That was almost a disaster. Rain almost flipped everything over. Alright, well. Park the Fleet Star. Got back in the White Western Star. Pack. Alright. Now we just got to make the delivery. This took way too long. This took way longer than I thought it was going to take. I thought for sure all the stuff that we've done so far was only going to take me like an hour and a half. It's taken me almost 3 hours. I vastly underestimated how long it takes to get some things done in Snowrunner. I'm like, I'm looking at when I was making that plan for the stream, I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, oh, it's not going to take very long. It don't take very long at all. No, you speed through this, you go over here. No, it takes a long time to do anything in Snowrunner, so there is no speed running Snowrunner. But we're doing what we can here. How much do I have left in Michigan? Not very much. I'm at 95%. So I have, in tasks, I have this one that I'm working on, and then Unfortunate Event, which opens up after that. And then I have, in contracts, the logs. All I have left are medium logs after this. So once I get this oil mission done, the next oil mission done, then it's just the medium logs. I have done the longs already. I just need to do the mediums. And then Michigan is done. Yeah, no, not that bad at all. You know, I thought for sure some of these other missions were going to be what I would run into as the hardest mission to do in hard mode. Apparently I was wrong, and the hardest mission to do is Threatening Accident. But that is only because of my own mistake. My own error in judgment wound up making this the hardest mission in Michigan. So, lesson learned. We'll move on. Alrighty, so let's drop off these oil barrels and get this one done. I was hoping to have get Michigan done today. I don't think that's going to happen today. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so I need new task. That pickup is right there, so... I did shut this off, right? Yeah, I shut it off. Okay. This one should hopefully not be too bad. This is right over here. Alright, so we got 3 oil barrels to pick up. And they are right here, and one right there. This one is going to be interesting. Well, first off, I'm going to head over to the warehouse and see if we can get started on this. But yeah, it's not bad. We're getting close to having this done, and once we're done here, we're going to move on to Alaska and start a whole new adventure, this time in the snow. Finally just finished Alaska. Time for Russia here. Oh, Tamir's fun. You doing that in hard mode or just normal mode? Hard mode. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Hard mode is so fun. So, I'm actually thinking about doing, with this hard mode playthrough, um, region-specific fleets based on the region I'm in. So, like, I'm going to use, like, a North American fleet and then, like, a Russia fleet. For each, map. Oh, hold on. Let's get those anchors down. Oh, yeah, I love it, too. Like, I like, normal mode because you just kind of just blaze through it, grab a truck, go do something fun. But when I started doing stuff on hard mode, just having that, like, all right, I've got a truck over here. Let me move it over here to do this mission, and then while I'm here, I can do this other one. And I really like the flow of logistical planning for hard mode. It's so much fun. Because you kind of look at, like, the missions and the contracts, and you're like, well, while I'm here, I can get this done and move this cargo over here. And there's just a lot more planning to it, and it's just really fun. Yeah, that is true. But the one thing I'm planning on doing for that region-specific fleet, so I'm going to be doing Alaska here next, and that's going to give me a good set of trucks and capable upgrades. But there's also just like a ton of trucks in Tamir as well that you get. The Steppe, the Dan, and some other stuff. So what I'm thinking about... Oh, and the Tega as well. You can't forget the Tega. I'm thinking that the trucks available on Tamir are going to be enough to kind of get a fleet going. So I won't really have to sell any trucks, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's something I'm going to play around with and see how it goes. Whether I stick with that for all the maps, I'm not really sure. But I want to at least, like, try Tamir with, like, just the trucks that are available on the map and just see what happens. Because I have a habit, like, when I'm playing Snowrunner, like, normal mode, I have the, like, 3 or 4 trucks that I'm like, man, I love these trucks, and I just use them all the time for everything. So what I like about hard mode is I'm kind of forced to use trucks that I don't normally use, because that's what I have. Yeah, Alaska's definitely going to be hard, but also, like, with what I mean by, like, region specific fleet is so my North America trucks I will be using Alaska. So all of my Michigan fleet I'm going to bring to Alaska. My Russian fleet I'm going to bring those to the Russia maps. Like, I'm not going to, like, just use the trucks on the map to do it. It's, like, region specific. So, like Alaska, like, is North American map, so I'm going to use, like, my Michigan trucks here for Alaska. And it would be the same thing, like, if I go to British Columbia, I'm going to use this same fleet. So I'm going to have, like, 2 fleets of, like, Russia trucks and America trucks and, like, move them. Yeah, exactly. The only other place I really think I would need to kind of combine the fleets is something like Amur and Maine, which to me are like the 2 hardest maps. But until I get to those points, I'm pretty sure I can operate with 2 fleets, a North America and a Russia fleet, and just kind of bounce between the maps a little bit. I think it'll just kind of add a little bit of extra fun until we get to some of the more difficult stuff. Oh, that's a bad angle, but I think we're gonna make it work. Yeah, we did. Cool. But yeah, I've looked at those challenges. Let's see. Like the plan for sure. I also like the plan on saving money for the harder maps. Yeah, absolutely. Like my just general rule that I'm trying to use is to not spend any money on recovering or refueling unless I absolutely have to. That's why I've been like leeching fuel off of trailers and things like that throughout this entire playthrough, and just trying to juggle that stuff around. And I think just my general rule of like no recoveries, I think is going to save me a lot of money in the long run as well. You know, obviously, if there's a situation that is impossible to recover from, then I will, you know, bite the sunken cost and recover a truck. But my plan is to not do this with any recoveries. If something happens, the recovery plan is to get another truck out there for recovery. So. Like, that's why I was kind of like, when I was stuck in the rock there, I'm like, I don't even know how I'm going to recover. I got to remember. Oh, I did have the anchors down. Why is the truck rolling? Anyway. If we could not flip over while we're trying to load these oil barrels, that would be great. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely trying my best to save as much money as I can. I'm not really going to be buying a bunch of trucks, except for like a few that I think are going to be like super handy to have, like the Azov 6 or something like that. Or even like the Lodestar. Like trucks like that I'll probably wind up buying, but for the most part I'm gonna try to just get done, like just do as much as I can with the trucks that are available on the maps. So actually, let me check here real quick. I actually have some notes made here of kind of I actually like planned out like a map route for my fleets. So my North American fleet is going to go Michigan, Alaska, British Columbia, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Yukon, Ontario, North Carolina, then Maine. That's kind of my route for my North America fleet. My Russian fleet, I have going Tamir, and then from Tamir, I'm not really sure, but I'd like to see if I can do the brand new map, Almaty, right off the rip from Tamir, and then go do Kola, Don Glades, Scandinavia, and Mur. So that's kind of my fleet plan, but that probably is going to change as I get into some of these maps. But I do want to do the new map that fast. Yeah, mostly for fun, just because it's new. I want to just see what happens. You know, I want to. Obviously, I have to do. My plan is to do. I got to do Tamir first. So once I get Tamir done, I want to see if I can just go do Almaty with my Tamir fleet. Yeah, I definitely I do a lot of planning, so I think it'll be fun, and we'll see what happens. I definitely wanted to do British Columbia pretty quickly with my North America fleet, because when I get done with Alaska, I'll have all the upgrades for these trucks, so I'll have some pretty capable trucks. And British Columbia isn't like a super challenging map; it's got some tough spots. But the big prize in British Columbia is having that Kenworth available to me, because then I'll have the Kenworth available in my hard mode, and that's just going to be just a huge help, because that is just going to be a massive like rescue vehicle, get the big stuff done. So I've got it all planned out. We're just doing little by little here, so. We're not going to see the the planned Russian fleet in action until after Alaska. So once I get Alaska done, that's when we're going to start doing Tamir. And, you know, I might do... Because, like, right now I've been doing just, like, all of Michigan. Like, we're just streaming Michigan hard mode. Once I get, like, Alaska done, I might... Or even maybe when I'm done with Michigan, maybe. I might split it up and, like, some days I'll stream, you know, the America fleet. Some days I might stream the Russia fleet. And just kind of bounce between the maps and just kind of see what happens. Kind of switch it up a little bit here and there. But I've got a plan. I think it's going to work out great. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun for this playthrough in hard mode. In hard mode too, even. So that just makes it extra spicy. Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of times, like, some of these maps are good, but definitely, like, when you're just playing the same map over and over again. And honestly, like, I think that would open me up to doing these hard mode streams more frequently, because right now I'm kind of just been doing it, like, I don't know, like once a week or every week and a half or so I've been doing these. Oh, I didn't see those barriers there. Just because, like, just beat my head in Michigan for hours is just like, okay, I've had enough of Michigan for now. Then I kind of take a break from it. But I think if I get to that point where it's like, man, I'm, you know, been doing a bunch of Alaska here, I'm ready for something new, I can then say, hey, I'm going to start up fleet number 2 in Tamir and kind of bounce between them a little bit. I think that's going to make it way more enjoyable. So, alright. So, tasks are done. Contests are done. Contracts. All that's left is medium logs. So, we're going to do medium logs. Which means I need to reconfigure my truck for medium logs. Just a lot to keep in your head when you're swapping maps, though. Yeah, I see that. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure on that, but you planning on speedrunning medium logs? So I'm kind of bouncing between two options right now. I could buy the trailer, or the other option I have the Kodiak in Black River, but I think I need to repair it. So I gotta see, I might just like repair the Kodiak and just use the Kodiak as a trailer. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that way I'm buying 2 log add-ons that I'll be able to use on other trucks instead of paying for a trailer that's just going to sit in Michigan when I'm done and just being a sunk cost. It is a lot of weight to tow. It really is. And honestly, without having the Westline V6, I really don't know if I can do that effectively with a trailer. So I may just do it nice and slow, 1 load at a time. I'm thinking, like, that's probably going to be the best route in the long run. Because I do need this. Yeah, things are going smoothly again. I wound up finishing up Unfortunate Event. We got the oil barrels delivered and then did the second oil barrel delivery. So as of right now, all tasks are done. So it is just a matter of getting set up for the medium logs. We got the UOG2s. Don't really need a spare wheel. I don't think we need the snorkel right now, but I kind of want to buy the snorkel anyway, just because I like the way it looks. And then it's set up for next time. This is all cosmetics here. I'm too worried about that right now. What is the cost to repair this? Oh, 2,500? Yeah, that's not bad. I think so. I believe so. I'm not sure. I've never used a garage repair yet, so I was just like curious. I'm like, what is it? I do know that garage repair is also the only way to fix the cosmetic damage as well. So, like, you see how my truck is all, like, beat up looking? I can make it look new for $2,500. I might actually do that when I start a new map. Because I'd be, like, really curious to see, like, most of the Michigan trucks that I picked up were all, like, recovery missions, so they were all just, like, destroyed visually to begin with. So I think it would be cool to kind of start a map with, like, fresh-looking trucks and just see what they look like at the end of it. I think that'd be cool. They're probably just going to look like this, though. Alright, so we're finally back in Black River. We're going to go do some medium logs. The nice thing is, I have been, as I'm doing these missions, I have been leaving a fuel trailer network, specifically along the log routes. Oh, I'm already set up, for just running the logs. So I'll be able to keep my trucks fully fueled along the log routes. So we're currently on our way to the log station right now. I know I'm taking the long way, but that's fine. And there is my GMC. In case anyone was wondering where the GMC was, it's right here, set up as a fuel truck. Because I still have to use the, I still got to do the medium logs here in Black River, so I'm starting with the Black River logs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just... yeah, I figured I'd start with the Black River logs. Because I got to do these logs to the farm and the town storage first. Once we get these done, then we're going to go do the Smithville logs. Drummond and Island Lake. Guardrail. Oh, yeah, it's down this way. Just doing a double take, make sure I don't go the wrong way. Well, here we go. Yeah, I decided when I start my hard mode that the only cargo I'm going to pay for are the logs. Just don't feel like messing with the log crane. Everything else I manually load, unless I forget and just hit the button too quick. Logs I pay for. I don't know if that's immersion breaking or anything. I hope it's not for you guys, but I decided just for my own sanity, I'm buying the logs and only the logs. Don't blame me at all. Thank you. Yeah, the log crane is very annoying to use. It's just a nightmare. And yeah, you need two trucks at every log station for it. Not only that, but the log crane is also expensive too. It's expensive and annoying, so why would I spend my money on that? I'll pay for the convenience of just loading the logs and just getting it done. Like that to me is worth an investment. Uh, I don't have that installed yet. I meant to get that installed, but have completely forgotten to install the auto winch. So I need to make a note to remember to actually install that next time. But in general, yes, I try to use those auto winches as much as I can. Yeah, no worries. It was one of those things where it's like I flipped it and I'm like I can't believe I forgot to put the winch on it. Yeah, this is the way we want to go. I think the reason I didn't was because when I first set up the Scout, I didn't really have enough money to pay for the auto winch because it was like 15,000. So I kind of just forgot about it, and then like never had like too many issues until that point. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get that winch. So I'll have those set up when we go start Alaska, because we're done with Scouts at this point. So it's just logs from here on out to the end of Michigan. Alright, first log is done. Yep, every single time. That never ceases to amaze me how often I forget things, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I could have done that. Alright guys, I'm going to pull off to the side of the road here and take a short break. I will be back momentarily. And we're going to keep doing some logs. I don't have a ton of time left, so we're going to try to get done as much of the logs as we can. And we'll have to finish these up most likely another day. But I'm going to take a break. We'll try to get as much done as we can. And I'll be back very shortly. See you soon. All right, everybody. I am back. Let's see here. Let's see, Hebes, you're heading off. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We'll see you again soon. Let's try to get a few more of these logs done, shall we? Only 5 more. Yeah. For this one. Then there's another, like, 6 or 7, I think. I forget exactly how many logs there are. Let me check that real quick. So we've got timber for the locos. We've got 5 here at the island. 1, 2, 4. That's 9. It's 12. 13 more logs. That's it. Only 13 more logs. I know, and the worst part is you can't take it with you. It's like 16,000 and you can't take it with you, and you already have to buy a long log trailer. Like I bought that earlier, and you know, it's just kind of just stuck. That's it. Yeah, cheaper would definitely be good because it's like 16,000 for the trailer, but the add-on is 6,000, and you can kind of take that with you wherever you go. That's why I was kind of thinking about using the Kodiak as a trailer because it's, you know, it's 10,000 less, but I just I think without having the Westline V6 with this truck, it just would be too much to try to pull that much. That's the thing with logs, like unless you're doing like the sideboard trick where you just kind of load the logs into a sideboard and just kind of pack them at the delivery location. There's really no good way to do some of these log missions, especially in some of these like earlier maps where they were added as like an after like update because they weren't in the game like right away. Some of these log missions are just kind of bad. Um, I do notice that like log missions in a lot of the newer maps they do are a lot more well thought out and are just more enjoyable. A lot of those you only need like one or two logs, and you don't have to go like super far for them. The Black River logs aren't too terrible. Some of the other ones in Michigan are bad though. I know I was talking earlier that Yukon logging missions are like my least favorite. I hate the Yukon logging missions. Yeah, like it's one thing if it's like, all right, we're gonna go drive all the way over here and all the way over there, and you're gonna have to set yourself up for this long haul with this big log, and it's gonna be crazy. And then it's like, okay, that was really fun, and then you get done, and it's like, now do it 3 more times, and you're just like, come on. Like that one in Tamir. There's that one in Tamir in the Drownlands that needs 6 logs, and it's all the way across the map. It's just like, it's just so tedious. Yeah, 2 logs would be fine, because then it's like, Yeah, because if it was two, you could do it in one trip with a trailer, or it's two trips if you want to just do the truck. Now that would make sense, but three just doesn't really make sense. I will say though, I'm kind of glad when I was doing this playthrough that I did kind of break up the logs a little bit, because I got about, I don't know, like 60% done or something, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the long logs done. Once I got the P16 and just kind of outfitted it for long logs and just got those done. I'm really glad I did that because doing the long and the medium at the end when that's all that's left is just like just awful feeling. But I was like, you know what? I'll save the mediums because I'm like, my plan was to use the White Western Star for the mediums, but I also like, it was my, as you saw, my primary low saddle truck for Michigan here. So it just would have been like a lot to just reconfigure it so many times. Yeah, absolutely. Which is why like I like or for later when you don't have the garage closed. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like the way they do some of the log missions on some of the newer maps, like British Columbia, Ontario, North Carolina. Like a lot of those log missions, they just kind of make more sense because you just kind of do them as you're doing the map. Even like Glades has a couple log missions that are really not that bad. Um, but yeah, Michigan, Alaska's logs aren't too terrible. Alaska's fine. Tamir's got that one that's like really bad, but the rest are okay. Yukon is the worst. Um, Wisconsin, I love the way logging is in Wisconsin because it's like it's kind of its own separate thing that you can just kind of do whenever you want to. But it's also like you got to break it up anyway because you got to do some logs to use the wood planks at the sawmill and stuff. So I really like the logging in Wisconsin because it's really not super long distances and there's multiple log stations all over the map. Oh, and then there's the Tennessee logging missions, which don't even exist because they didn't put logging in Tennessee. It's the only map that doesn't have logging. Yeah, I think you're spot on with that one. Like there should be a spot where it's like, okay, let's do some logs in the middle of the map. But also like the thing with Michigan is like it's it's the first map, so you really don't have like a ton of trucks. So it's like it's really hard to do logs like too early in Michigan until you get like the upgrades. I don't know. I feel like Michigan is just like in a weird spot with the logs because it's like in some ways you have to wait until the end to do them, but you also like can just do them whenever you want to. but it's also like really hard to do them too early. Like when I get to Alaska, I'm gonna be doing, because there's like log missions in like each of the maps, and I'm gonna be kind of sprinkling the logs in with everything else I'm doing. So it's gonna be like a lot nicer to do it that way. One thing I also like is a lot of the newer maps give you free log trailers, so you don't actually have to buy the log trailers, which is like super handy. I don't know. I feel like just overall I have just such like mixed feelings when it comes to logs, because like I really like doing logs, but there's times where I'm just like, I don't want to do logs. Yeah, it definitely makes more sense. Like if they just give you the trailer, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this trailer to use and get these logs done super quick. But if they don't give you a trailer, it's like it's hard, like especially in hard mode, to sit there and justify spending 16,000 on a trailer that you're only going to use on this map. Yeah, absolutely. And like we were just talking about, some of the maps are just, they're kind of hit and miss with how the logs are designed in the map. And I think like, so from what I understand with the history of the game, and I didn't start playing until this point, but logging was added with Season 3, which was the Wisconsin region. And what they did, because they added the logs in Wisconsin, they wanted people that didn't have the year pass to still be able to do logs, which is why, like, the Michigan, Alaska, Tamir, Yukon, and Kola log missions are so bad, is because they were kind of added after the map was already, like, done and, like, out. So it was like an extra thing added to those updates. But that's why, like, you see, like, the maps from Wisconsin onwards, logging is just fine because it was already a mechanic and a feature in the game that they've been able to kind of expand on. Yeah, exactly. Like, it wasn't a planned update. Maybe it was planned in a way because they had the log stations there to begin with. Um, but it wasn't, like, planned within the way you play the map. It was kind of just, like, added extra. Like, I don't doubt that, like, as they were, like, putting the game together, because Mudrunner has a lot of logging, that they wanted to add logging to the game at some point, but maybe they just didn't have the tools ready for the game at launch, which is why it was added in Season 3, and then they kind of went back to the fact afterwards where they already had these log stations on the map to add logging missions, and then just kind of added them. And because they were just added after the fact, they don't really, they have no flow with how the rest of the map is played. And yeah, exactly. They can't really fix it when it's added after the fact. So it's not like you can go back and and redo the entire contract and task flow of Michigan to put the logs in there better. No matter how you do it, they're just going to feel shoehorned in, and it's just going to be kind of like a weird flow. But I mean, they've definitely, like, as they've added more seasons and more maps, logs and log missions have begun to flow a lot better with the cycle of a map, and it's way more enjoyable to do log missions on the newer maps because of that. Yeah, it's definitely one of those, like the logging is just like weird, but it's definitely something that has improved as they've kind of kept working on it, and it's made it way more enjoyable. Okay, before we continue, I need to figure out the logs to the town storage. I think I'm just gonna take the long way. I was gonna keep going the way we did and just take the plain road. Because like this would be shorter to go this way, but I don't know, it's kind of just crappy. Like I'll just stick to the road. I think it'd get done faster anyway, just even though it's longer. All right, so we got the 3 logs to the farm done. Now we got to get work on the 3 logs to the town storage. After that, it's on to Smithville for some more logging adventures. Here we go again. Yeah, halfway done. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Honestly, I do like this. Just kind of vibing, just getting it done. But it's also like, man, I want to get this done because I want to move on to Alaska already. Man, when I finally hit Alaska hard mode, that's going to be such a breath of fresh air. I can't wait. I think realistically, the only map I'm just not looking forward to doing on hard mode, I would say two maps really, is Glades in Tennessee. Tennessee is like, I don't know, I know it's not like a popular map. I do kind of like Tennessee, like just the terrain itself, but I don't know, the mission layout in Tennessee is just kind of it's on the rough side, especially having the mandatory co-op stuff. And then Glades, you know, the farming equipment, that kind of sucks, but we'll get through it. Yeah, Alaska goes so fast. Yeah, Alaska is like crazy quick to get done. I think part of why it takes so long is because a bunch of the maps are actually like really small maps. Like they're all like 1x2 maps, whereas like Michigan and Tamier are all 4x4 maps. So Alaska is just like really quick to get done. But I do love Alaska. Alaska is such a good map. Like the mission structure, even the logs, like the logs, like they have the same problem that like Michigan has, but they like feel better than like the Michigan logs. Yeah, the vibe in Alaska is so good. Yep, tired of the mud, move on to the snow, and it's beautiful, it's white, there's just the snow is amazing. And the other thing that's like nice about like Alaska compared to the other snow maps is it's not like so like Kola and Amur are just like snowy hell. Like they're just awful difficult maps. And then like Alaska is just like super chill. Yeah, you do have trucks to start Alaska with, exactly. So like you just jump in and you just go. You just get it done. I don't know. I really hope that like I would like to see another snow map in year 4. I hope we get another snow map in year 4 because the last snow map we had was like Scandinavia and it was like half snow. But I would like to see a snow map on the same difficulty as Alaska. Like I would love an Alaska 2.0, maybe like a little bit more difficult in some spots, but if they could like recapture the vibe of Alaska in another map, that would be like the best like DLC map they've ever put out. It would be so good. Alright, let's get this log dropped off to the town storage. Is Scandinavia good? I love Scandinavia. Scandinavia is a fantastic map. Like, honestly, I think it's hard to say out of the year 3 maps between Ontario, British Columbia, Scandinavia, and North Carolina. It's hard to say like which one is my favorite because they're all just like really good. Um, they're all good. Scandinavia is just like super fun. There's this like really cool like ski slope that you get to drive up and down a bunch, and it's just like really snowy, but it's like not like super terrible. So you just kind of drive up and down it with like a bunch of cargo. It's like really really fun. It is kind of mazy. The second map, um, is a little on the mazy side, because there's a lot of like there's like a big river that runs through it, and there's only like so many crossings, but it's got a good vibe. Mission variety is pretty cool. Nothing on it like takes like super long. So it's like a really quick map. It's fun though. But unfortunately, I am all out of time for today. I've been at this for like 4 hours, and it is dinner time, and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go get some dinner and wrap this up, and we're gonna finish up logs in another stream another day. Lawson, Hebes, and anybody else that was in chat today, and those of you that were lurking today, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys hanging out, chatting, and tuning in, and I hope we see you again in the next one. If you are interested in expeditions over on my YouTube channel, I've got tons of guide videos for a bunch of missions and expeditions, so you can get started with that, complete those difficult ones, as well as stream replays of every episode of Michigan to this point are over on the YouTube channel if you're interested in checking those out. Until then, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Lawson, thank you so much. Bye, everybody.